Hey everyone, hope everybody's doing well. My message today is about how you can't serve two masters in your life. The only master you should ever serve is the Heavenly Master, God the Father of Jesus, Father of creation. Only Him. When you are kind of having like a dual relationship, one foot in with God, one foot in with something else, you're not really serving the one true master. For example, if you are caught up in smoking pot, or you get caught up in that lifestyle but you still claim to believe God and serve God and whatnot, you can't serve two things at the same time, especially in drugs and alcohol. You gotta serve one master and one master only. When you dabble in stuff like that, pot and alcohol, you become a slave to it after a while. This is something I've dealt with, and a lot of people I know have dealt with in their younger years, teenage years, and in the 20s. I'm sure grown adults, older men and women, still deal with this too. I've known a lot of people personally in my life that have, believed in God and whatnot, but still smoke from time to time or get drunk from time to time. And the more you do that, the more you become enslaved to those things. I believe it is sin to smoke and drink because you're kind of catering to your flesh, and our bodies are the temple of God. We should not defile God's temple. So by smoking or drinking, you are serving that, and you're not really serving God. It means God's watching you, and He's watching you do these things, but the ultimate goal is to just serve Him and Him alone. You can't have one foot in the door, one foot out the door type of thing and think it's all going to be okay. Serving God alone ultimately leads to better things for your own benefit and obviously for His glory. Smoking and drinking is not healthy, especially for younger people when they're developing bodies, coming into adulthood. I mean, it's so widely accepted nowadays, right? I mean, I guess it's been around for a long time. You go to college, university, and what do people do? They get drunk and crazy and smoking, experimenting, and whatnot. Well, that's the most pivotal point of your life. You go to get an education, become a better human, and then contribute to society after that. And it's just the complete opposite. Go to school to get drunk and wild and experiment and whatnot and have fun. I know a lot of people that put that on such a pedestal that they've carried it into their late 20s, 30s, 40s. Never shook off that college stereotype of a drinking and smoking like a crazy person. And obviously from God's perspective, it's not something you want to do because you need to serve God alone in all things. You can't serve two masters. You smoke long enough, that becomes your master. You become enslaved to it. You drink long enough, that becomes your master. You're enslaved to it. And I for one, would not say that drinking and smoking is of God. It's of the flesh and very carnal, all for pleasure. Doesn't glorify God in any way. So if anybody out there is struggling with these things, and you still believe in God and you're struggling, it's in the best interests of all human beings to stop things like this and serve God and live a healthy lifestyle for the betterment of themselves and their family. And I remember when I was growing up, when I was struggling with these things, I noticed a direct impact on how it affected my relationships, friends and family. The party lifestyle and smoking, even from a casual perspective, drinking once in a while or smoking once in a while, I still remember the negative impacts it had on my relationships and definitely with my family. And then after dropping all of that and serving God completely, walking the walk and trying to live a righteous lifestyle, there's a monumental difference. Relationships, friendships, family, it all just improved tenfold, getting rid of all those things and just serving God. And God is the one and only master that's worthy to follow and to serve. Not yourself, not your flesh, other people. I've noticed this a lot. Other people are enslaved to other people's perceptions and serving men and women. They're not worthy either. I mean, I love people. People are amazing, but you should only serve God in all aspects of your life, both now and forever. Well, take care, guys. God bless.